AJW here. Just going through my what is trending blog that I put up stories of the day, stories of the week, whatever's going on in the world, mostly whatever's going on in the United States. But it's pretty interesting. I shouldn't say interesting. It's pretty funny actually because it's so silly. I mean, is there really anything important going on? I mean, I look to have this algorithm pick out the best stories of the day, and this is the best it can come up with, I guess. But we'll see. Let's just go through a couple of them. Chicago woman charged after hitting officer with squad car while naked in West Garfield Park. It's my New England accent. I wanted to say park, but it's park. So it looks like a crazy story. I'll check it out real quick. I won't stay with that too long, I don't think, but we shall see. A Chicago woman has been charged. Police said she stole a squad car and hit an officer. The incident occurred at 9:34 a.m. Monday. That's usually when people are going to work. She was probably coming home from the bar. I don't know. But police said Whitley Temple, 34, was charged with felony counts of resisting, obstructing a police officer, vehicular hijacking, attempted murder, possession of a stolen law enforcement vehicle, blah, 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 blah. He got out of the car to see what was going on with her because she was completely naked, the police officer said, and she ran and jumped in his car and ran over him. That's a normal thing to do. Well, I'm not going to waste any more time with that story. It's just another example of all the dumb stories that the news thinks is important. And so let's see what this is. Anti-Semitic church carving can stay. German court rules. Germany, anti-Semitism. I don't want to get into that story. I can already tell what that is. Okay, what do we got here? 5 guys take the same photo for 40 years. See, that sounds interesting. Not earth-shattering, not what I would call necessary news, but 5 friends celebrated photo taken every 5 years at the same California lake is out for the world to see despite one man's recent cancer scare. They took photo number 9 on Wednesday, 40 years after they shot the first in 1982 at a fabricated cabin at Copco Lake along the California-Oregon border. Their tradition went viral 10 years ago and again in 2017 when CNN.com published their stories and photos. Some of the guys openly feared it could be a photo of 4 friends this year instead of the first picture as teenagers. I was crushed, said John Dixon, who lives in Santa Barbara, where the friends first met. We worried there would be an empty spot on the bench where we could take the picture. That's nice, guys. Get together and take pictures. Known each other pretty much their whole life. So that's a nice thing to do, friends. I like that story. You can't go wrong with a human interest story like that. So that's one story that's worthy of, it's not, like I say, it's not going to change your life, but it makes you feel good when you see something like that, 5 guys with dad bods getting together, rekindling old friendships. That's pretty nice. What else we got? This January 6th hearing, I haven't watched a second of it, and I don't care about any of it. I don't care about Dems. I don't care about the Republicans. I don't care about any of that crap. The only elections I'll ever get involved in again are local elections. Things are important. Sheriffs, electing a really law and order sheriff, and maybe a county commissioner who's really good. some selectman or city council or who's like-minded and has your views at interest. That can be important to vote in local elections. So I'll continue to do that. Unfortunately, I live in I like where I live, but it's very, very liberal, and chances of anyone other than a really, I'm not talking Democrats, folks. I'm talking crazy, crazy people. Um, they're more interested in painting crosswalks in rainbow colors than they are about balancing the town's budget. So, you're dealing with a different element. And, listen, you want to paint the crosswalks, rainbow color, fine, but I'd rather you concentrated on important things, and I don't consider that important. So, anyway, what else we got here? Ethiopian government and Tigrayan forces move towards negotiations. I don't know anything about the Ethiopian government or Tigrayan forces, and I don't really care. I wish them well. I don't want to see anyone get hurt, but I'm not interested in that. If you are, you can Google it. I'm sure there'll be plenty of information on it. What's this? I'll tell you something. There's not a lot interesting, there's a lot of stuff, but Herschel Walker is having a very bad week. I like Herschel Walker. Not politically. I don't know anything about his politics. I guess he's a Trump guy. But, he was a great football player. And I have good memories of watching him play football back in the days when I actually used to watch college football on television. And Herschel was a hell of a football player. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, one of the best football players ever in college. You could make an argument that he's the best college football player ever. I think Jimmy Brown was, but you can make an argument for Schwarber. He was that good. Klay Thompson tosses sly shade at Celtics NBA Finals officiating complaints. I love the Celtics, so always have, and I'll be rooting for them in Game 6. Hopefully they can force a Game 7. But I don't really care what Klay Thompson, little snide remarks. I don't really care what he says. And stuff like that used to irritate me and rage me. It's just, I have matured a little bit. Not much, but let's see what else we got here. Ukrainian troops try out U.S. supplied M4 rifles. Now, if they kill people with those rifles, it's good kills. But if they get killed, it's bad kill. The whole thing is stupid. War is stupid, but this Russia-Ukraine thing, I probably sound ignorant and uncaring, but I don't give a shit about that at all. It's just more bank-funded war that's not going to accomplish anything other than shut down some supply chains, cause higher prices, unnecessarily, by the way. We shouldn't be involved in any of that shit, but what are you going to do? It's the way they operate. 112 million reasons why Donald Trump should be nervous about Ron DeSantis. Don't care. I guess he raised $112 million in the bank for Ron DeSantis. Good for him. I don't trust him. He's just another politician, but I guess he's probably, a lot of people like him. Maybe he's better than most, but I doubt it. He'll turn on them the way they all do, but I wish them well. I'm being sarcastic as usual. I'm really having trouble finding any real interesting stories. How about this? Barbie, Ryan Gosling's Ken revealed a new photo. Goodness gracious. Who could waste a second of their time on that? I hope my granddaughter doesn't get involved in all that crap. I try to keep her away from it. She loves books, so She doesn't really care about dolls or toys. She's only 3. She'll be 4 in August. But she's not interested in any of that stuff, and that's good. I like to see her continue to like books, and I want to see her be interested and interesting, but not in all that fake Disney crap and all that Barbie crap. I don't know. I can do those. But, kids are going to be kids. I love her anyway. I mean, I'm not going to not love my granddaughter, but right now she's showing signs of not getting into that crap. That's good. I'll see if I can keep brainwashing her. Good brainwashing, though. Astros throw. I found this kind of interesting. I did read this story earlier. And Astros throw unprecedented 2 immaculate innings in one game. I had to kind of refresh my memory on what exactly an immaculate inning was. Excuse me. Had a belch. Can't help it. Live, Live and belching. But an immaculate inning is when you strike out the side on 9 pitches. Can't be any balls. It's got to be all 3 strikes, 3 strikes, 3 strikes. That's pretty impressive. I didn't realize that it's only the. I think they said it was the first time in history that it ever happened. Maybe the second. I forget now what they said. I think it was the first time in history that it's ever happened that they got 2 immaculate innings in one game. There's been like 100 something games where they've had an immaculate inning. Again, it's when the pitcher faces 3 batters, strikes out all 3 batters, never has to throw more than 3 pitches to each batter. So 3 pitches to each batter, strikes them out each time. I mean, it is, when you think of it, at first I thought, it's had to happen a lot. But when you think about it, that's very rare. Let me just refresh my memory. I think they said it was only the first or second time it's ever happened. I think it was the first. My internet's slow as hell today, so it's not coming up the story, but it will. It'll pop. Meantime, I'll entertain you with some. I'm kidding. And I'm not gonna sing. Don't worry. I don't know why my internet is so slow this evening. Kind of slow the last couple of days. Maybe it has been humid. Let's see why that didn't affect the internet, but what do I know? MLB's most blink and you'll miss it achievement is the immaculate inning. Let's see, the Astros became the first team in Major League Baseball history to throw 2 immaculate innings in the same game. I thought that's what they had said. With the pitchers Luis Garcia and Phil Maton both throwing 1, 2, 3 innings with 3 strikeouts on 9 pitches. They were the 107th and 108th immaculate innings thrown in Major League Baseball. That's pretty impressive. Only 108 of those type innings have ever happened in Major League Baseball, which dates back to the 1800s. So that's pretty impressive. Late 1800s, I guess. But to have 2 immaculate innings, this is the first time it's ever happened. So that's pretty impressive achievement. Pretty interesting stat. So anyway, there's not much going on, guys. So I'm gonna kind of hit the road. Gotta go to bed. It's almost 10:30. I don't like staying up past 10:30. I'm an old frat now. And I'll be back checking on some news, see if we can find some interesting stories we can make fun of, or like that last story, we can applaud. Congratulations, Houston. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.